What's going on, guys? Hope you all well. This is Memon from Memon FX. Hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you're actually making many millions from the indicator. Just a disclaimer, guys, this is not financial advice or anything like that, but my personal opinion and purely for educational content. Welcome back to another part of my updated video for the indicator. As you guys can see, the indicator has an update. So currently we are on version 5. Also, to my new joiners, welcome to the part 2 of the indicator. And yeah, guys, I wish you all financial success and financial freedom. This is why we are forex traders, right? But anyway, let's dive deeper into the video. So as you guys can see, we are on version 5 of the indicator. I'm going to run you guys through the entire indicator. Don't worry, I'm not going to just touch on the updates because I know a lot of you new viewers out there is a bit unfamiliar with the indicator. Also, one more thing, guys, whenever I update the indicator, my side, you guys automatically get it for free. So you guys don't need to pay. Remember, whether you are renting the indicator on a monthly basis or you've taken it over a lifetime access, whenever we update it our side, you guys get it for free. So that's actually quite cool. So yeah, guys, let's dive into the indicator. So first things first, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that's different on the indicator. There's a lot less clutter. Everything's looking clean. It's no more like how it was before. So starting from the bare bottom, guys, you have buy zones and sell zones, right? You have 1-star buy, 1-star sell, 2-star sell. You've got 2-star buy as well. And then we have a 3-star zone, which is our MFX golden zone. I don't think there is one on the chart for me to show you, but if I do find one, I will definitely show you guys. So guys, on the right side, all the zones are labeled. It's easy to read. You guys will not get confused. Our zones is labeled and graded by stars. 1-star meaning the zone is a high risk setup, 2-star meaning that the zone is a medium risk setup, and 3-star meaning that the zone is a low risk setup. So the cool thing is you guys can actually manage your risk accordingly to the star grading. So that's actually quite cool. Guys, the buy zones and sell zones is fairly simple. I don't think you guys really need much help on that. You guys will notice the zones as well. Our sell zones is quite plain. There is no, we've got a faint dotted line in the center. But guys, take a look at our buy zones, right? We have this neon dotted green line, right? As well as in these zones. You'll notice all the buy zones is, the midpoint is glowing, and our sell zones, our midpoint is not glowing. So why is that? So the cool part about this indicator is it will actually show you which zones to prioritize and which zones not to prioritize. For example, XAUUSD is currently trending upwards, meaning the market is bullish. So in this case, all our buy zones will start glowing. Our midpoints will start glowing. So you guys won't go in the opposite direction. Remember, guys, to take the sell trades, the zone is here, but it doesn't look as juicy as this buy zone. You know what I'm saying? Like your eye automatically falls on this glowing zone. So you guys will never ever end up in the wrong direction. So that's actually the cool part about the indicator. I know you guys were getting confused. Which zone do I take? There's so many, we have zones above us, below us, but where's the overall direction of the market? So the nice part is the indicator actually shows you guys the overall direction of the market by highlighting the zones. So that's another cool feature. Guys, after that, we moving on to fair value gaps. I know a lot of guys trade fair value gaps and the indicator marks it out for you. So you'll notice next to FVG, we have a percentage next to that. And what does this percentage actually mean? So as you guys can see, 74% means that price tapped into the fair value gap and filled it 74%, meaning there's roughly about a 26% left over of the FVG that still needs to be filled. So guys, this is a nice way to just see, how deep the price actually tap that fair value gap. Moving on to point of control, you guys will notice a thick yellow line. So guys, what is point of control? Point of control is based on your previous day where the most volume was traded in the market. Remember, the market moves and it's all based on volume. So guys, if this point of control falls into any of the zones, your zone automatically becomes high probability, because this is where the most volume was traded in the previous day, and plus you have a buy zone in confluence if there was a buy zone around this point of control area. So you guys know that, I mean, if price comes down and say there's a buy zone 1 star, 2 star, 3 star somewhere near this, you guys know automatically price will move up, right? So point of control is fairly simple, nothing too crazy about that. Then you guys have these small dotted lines, right? You guys will notice PPDL, PDL, PDH, and PPDH. So guys, these are your highs and lows of the market. Your previous day high, previous day high, previous day low, and previous day low. So guys, that's just a marking out. I mean, so you guys know more or less where the market is. Is it breaking our previous day high or the previous day high? These markings are actually quite important in the market. If you guys have a zone near those markings, you know also, I mean, the market is most likely to move off of that, right? Third of all, guys, we have our support and resistance zones. Now, keep in mind, guys, these support and resistance zones and all of that, guys, I don't personally trade with support and resistance. For me, it's basically just a confluence. I mean, if I have a support zone under my sales, my buy zone or something like that, it just makes the trade higher probability. It gives you better psychology. And I know a lot of you do trade with support and resistance, and the indicator does offer that. I know you guys are probably wondering, why is there resistance zone at the bottom? But guys, currently it's the weekend and the market is closed. So, I mean, it's not displaying it correctly. You guys will notice that this is a support zone, not a resistance zone. So just keep in mind, guys, that the market is closed, and all of this will update as soon as the market is open. Okay, cool. So after that, guys, you guys will notice also we have these arrows. Now, guys, there's been a lot of confusion regarding these arrows. These arrows are purely for engulfing candlesticks. They are not signals or anything like that. They are merely to show you where your high volume engulfing candlesticks is. Meaning that if price comes into a zone and rejects the zone with an engulfing candlestick, you guys can enter. It's just an entry confirmation to help you guys. It is not a signal. You'll notice these arrows are everywhere. So guys, please be careful with that. Arrows, they are not signals again. Also, guys, I'm looking for where are my breaker zones. I remember. Let me just go down to another time frame just so I can find these breaker zones. I know there's been also quite a bit of confusion. Mammon, how do we trade our breaker zones? All right, cool. So you guys will notice here at the bottom, right? We have a breaker zone. So guys, what a breaker zone actually is a failed zone. So when you guys see gray boxes, know that the zone did not play out. For example, in this area, there was a sell zone. Price created a sell zone, pushed down, broke straight through it. So guys, as soon as there is strong volume pushing through that sell zone, it turns it into a breaker zone, meaning that the minute the zone forms in a breaker zone, you guys know that the trade is voided and you now need to go in the opposite direction. Now, bro, what do you mean by go in the opposite direction? Okay, cool. So say you had sells in this zone right here, right? And the market pushed down. You guys seen profits, you did not close, the market came back up and took you out. Guys, the minute the zone turned into a breaker zone, all you are waiting for is a close above the breaker zone. You are going to enter in the opposite direction and it's an immediate recovery. So you guys can open either on the candle close in the opposite direction and recover your funds, or alternatively, you can wait for price to pull back in that zone and go up. So guys, we use that as an instant recovery zone. You know, like I know you guys suffer with revenge trading, and the only way to cure that revenge trading is by using these breaker zones and, you know, getting your funds back. So breaker boxes is actually a cool way to recover funds. So guys, another thing that I've added in the indicator, you guys will notice these blue lines next to the price. We call them 3 a.m. pivot points. Now guys, your 3 a.m., well, South African time, our 3 a.m. is Tokyo open. Now you guys will notice 3 a.m. is a high volatility time in the market, right? And whenever price touches those zones, you'll notice that price will bounce. So I'm just going to turn this indicator off 1 second, and I actually want to mark out your 3 a.m. candle, and I want to show you how price actually respects these zones, right? Don't worry guys, for all my overseas clients as well, it's been set to the indicator will adjust 3 a.m. based on whatever time zone you're in. So that's the cool part. You guys don't need to worry about that. So guys, all I've done here was marked out my 3 a.m. high and 3 a.m. low. The minute price broke above that, came back down, retested it and pushed up, right? So you guys can see how strong this 3 a.m. is. I'm just going to remove this and give you guys another example of 3 a.m. just to show you that, you know what, these zones actually work. They are not, it's not something that's been made up or anything like that. So you guys will notice here price broke under, we came down, nothing happened, no retest of the zone. Guys, this 3 a.m. is still fresh, nothing happened. This 3 a.m. we had no retest or anything like that. So remember guys, in this area, the indicator will mark it out for you. If price has to come back down, I can rest assure you we are going to retest that zone. So 3 a.m. again, this is a 3 a.m. candle. You guys will see price breaks under, retests, it comes down, right? Goes back up, retests, it comes down. Price breaks above it, retests, it comes down. So you guys can get the point that your 3 a.m. is actually very strong. You know, it's a high volume area. So your 3 a.m. actually becomes your pivot points for your day. So what the indicator does is it marks out, if I'm not mistaken, 5 days of 3 a.m. pivot points. And you guys will see that, I mean, price will touch it as I've marked those candles out and it bounces off there. Now, guys, how do you trade that in confluence with the indicator? If your 3 a.m. pivots fall within a zone, the zone becomes high probability again, right? You guys will notice that in the zone right here, we had a buy zone 1 star. We had our previous day high. We had 2 3 a.m. pivots, or sorry, 3 3 a.m. pivot points. And I mean, guys, this was a high probability setup. You guys got in the market and it absolutely pushed up. So remember, guys, the more confluences you have in the zone, the more likely that zone is to take off. So fairly simple, guys, nothing too complicated about that. Also, I've had a lot of questions regarding where do we enter? Our zone is so big, and you know, like which part of the zone do we enter? Do we enter the minute price taps the zone? Do we enter where exactly? So I thought that, you know what, let me actually answer that question in this video for you guys. So guys, remember, there's two options here, right? You can either enter the minute price taps the zone. I personally do not do that. What I do is I wait for price to come to the midpoint line. Your 50%, I enter at my 50%. My stop loss goes $2 below, and I target either my next structure point or I target my next zone. So there's two options, guys. This is not where I enter. I do not enter where price just taps the zone. I enter at my midpoint line, and I either target my next zone or I target my next structure point. So I hope you guys actually understand now where to enter and how to enter. I just thought that, you know what, let me clarify that part so you guys are all on par with me. Okay, cool. So that's been covered. Also, guys, now the cool part comes in, something that I've actually added into the indicator and given you guys an update. So guys, this update is for the 5-minute time frame and the 1-minute time frame. Now, before, I mean, well, till today, guys, I love scalping, and you know, like I like to throw in those big lots and make quick money. Who doesn't love quick money, right? So if you guys go in the indicator settings, you'll notice your first mode, MFX scalper mode. So if you guys enable this mode, it will automatically change the whole indicator into the MFX scalping mode. You guys will notice there's multiple settings you guys can mess around with and you know set it to how you trade. So currently we have our MTF bias for 15 minutes, meaning that this our low time frames, our M5 and our M1 will follow our 15-minute time frame, just to give us that extra confluence so that even though we are scalping, we are in the right direction. Second of all, we have our HDF nested. So guys, what this is, this actually controls your box in the top right corner, which I will cover just now. And then your Reaper smoothing for direction, your pivot lens, and you guys can change the scalper zone size if you want your standard zones, you want the zones to be 50% or week only. So guys, how I've set the standard settings is how I personally trade, and how you guys will, is recommended to trade the same, right? So as soon as I hit that setting, you guys will notice automatically the zones became ultra small, ultra accurate. Guys, this is, on gold, this is what, $1 accuracy, probably like $1, maximum $2 accuracy. Guys, this is actually insane, like genuinely insane. The accuracy from the scalping mode is crazy. I'm going to go down in the 1 minute time frame because that's where I scalp from. And then I hope there's some zones that I can show you guys examples of. Perfect. Guys, look at this, right? Price creates the zone, taps into it and drops. Guys, look at the zone accuracy. Remember I told you I enter from my 50% line. Guys, this is my 50% line right here. 45.41.52. Guys, stop loss literally above the zone, guys. Make it even $1. Let's edit something like somewhere there. Guys, look at this. Where are you going to get 60 cents accuracy with stop loss? Or guys, make it even $1. Literally $1 accuracy, 41.5 to 42.5. Guys, the accuracy is absolutely insane. It's something genuinely crazy. Let me see if there's another zone. So guys, this side here, price taps it in the center. We hold drawdown. Your entry was around 45.248. We came up to 45.623. Guys, keep in mind this is cents. 30, 40 cents. I know you guys are probably gonna say, hey bro, it wicked the zone. Guys, it's 40 cents, 30 cents. You know what I'm saying? The accuracy is freaking insane, like genuinely insane. Your points is all control, guys. This is full volume control points. It's not just normal zones, based off anything. So guys, I'm actually quite proud of that scalper mode. It's absolutely crazy. And so yeah, guys, the indicator, whether you are a daily trader, you're a scalper, you're a swing trader, it has it all, guys. Everything that I could think of, I've added in this indicator. And there's still a lot more updates to come, like there's cool stuff to still come out. Another thing that I should show you guys, currently you guys can see that the indicator is only showing fresh zones. Now, if you guys go in the settings under MFX power zones and you turn off only show fresh zones, you guys will notice that we will have a lot more zones. As soon as that's on, you guys will notice that we have zones that has multiple touches. We have, the indicator looks a bit messy, 2 touches, 2 touches. So guys, this keeps track of how many times the zone touched these volumized order blocks. Guys, I only take fresh zones, hence I've added that option. However, if you guys want to trade bounces and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to turn the setting on, and you guys can see, a lot more in the market. You can play around with that and see, okay, this is what this does, that's what that does. but it's entirely up to you guys. I mean, I personally am a fan of fresh zones. I like high probability setups. I mean, who does not? Who doesn't, right? Another cool thing, guys, you guys can show zones by rating, meaning that say you guys only want 3-star setups. The indicator, if you select 3-star only, it will only show you that. Or if you guys only want medium risk setups, it will only show you that. The indicator does everything, guys. There is a lot of sessions and settings and labels and color coordinations, guys. There's a lot of stuff in this indicator to cover in one video. So you guys can actually play around with the settings and, see what works for you guys. If you guys want even higher probability settings, you guys can turn on the RVOL filter. So what this does is it cuts out your low time frame sessions. And it only filters that high time frames, strong sessions, all of that. It will give you your zones based off that. So fairly simple, guys. This oh yes, guys, we also in the top right corner we have our info box. So info box shows us our bearish day close. So the market, it will predict whether the day will close bullish or bearish. Guys, the gap part, the indicator will show you if the market will gap down or gap up. Now, when the market closes for that hour every day, when it reopens, the market will make a gap either up or either down. And the indicator will actually predict that gap, if that gap will go up or down. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is not a random prediction. This is pure technical analysis that's been coded into that in order to give you that gap direction. Guys, also another thing is you guys will notice here we have VIX and DXY, our volatility index and our dollar index. So guys, gold, XAU, USD is correlated with other pairs, for example, our VIX and our DXY, our US10Y, all of that. Now, guys, this stuff has already been coded in the indicator, whether it's inversely correlated or correlated in the same direction. Now, guys, these readings here will actually give you your core bias. For example, I mean, if our volatility index is bearish and our DXY is bearish, gold will buy. So guys, just keep an eye on this info box as well. Before you guys take trades, it's nice to have a direction as well, to know where the market is going to and how to trade it. So yeah, guys, that's just a bit of the indicator. I hope I've touched on everything and answered everyone's questions regarding the indicator. And I hope you guys make a lot of money, and I hope you are as successful as I am and a lot of my other traders with the indicator. If you guys would like any more information about the indicator, kindly contact us on Instagram, on TikTok, on via email. I will drop the details in the description below. And guys, if this video helped you, please be sure to give us a like and subscribe for further more content. And yeah, guys, as always, I mean, Mammon FX wishes you nothing but blues always. And yeah,